ॐ वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. Yes, respected friends, there we are together again, not doing any unwanted thing, but doing the most wanted thing. Congratulations for being here every day. You are heartily welcomed with utmost value and respect given to you. You deserve it. Salutations. Wonderful. Let us do our 7 tapasyas, 7 sadhanas with added Shraddha, Bhakti, Prema, Ekagrata to improve those things only which are essential for us in any performance and for any achievement. 7 things are the Vedic chanting, the Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharana, common sense thought, Shanti Mantras, Sankalpa, Krishna Vasudeva, Upanishad Mantra Ucharana, Upanishad Mantra Adhenam with Bhashyam, and we know we are doing Shwethashwathara Upanishad, sixth last chapter, every mantra being so important. We are trying to pausingly, slowly only listen to it, understand it, digest it, assimilate it, depending on our capacities. Our capacities, our inclinations, our abilities are more, then we just can finish 10 slokas per day. But we are slow in our buddhi, in our grasping, etc. And also, we are very fast in forgetting everything. We need to spend sufficient pausing time to grasp. That's how it took so much time for us. Never mind, all that's okay. But we are studying Upanishad. Through that, we are remembering ourselves, reminding ourselves of the ultimate goal. That is a great, great achievement. Let Parabrahma, Ishvara, Jagannatha, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana be always with us, blessing, empowering us, so to the world around us to be convenient for us. May we focus on our Vyaktitva also little more consciously, responsibly, and beautify it so that it is first asset to ourselves and also to the world at large. Right, friends? Here we are, the first thing of our day. First tapasya, Veda Parayanam, Chandogya Upanishad. है ना? In that Ashtamodhyaya, Krishna Vasudeva, in the Ashtamodhyaya, which ones we have to do? I think 10 and 11. 10th and 11th let us do. Om Atha Veda Parayanam सामवेदीय छान्दोग्योपनिषत् अथाष्टमोऽध्यायः दशमः खण्डः ॐ य एष स्वप्ने महीयमानः चरति ॐ य एष स्वप्ने महीयमानः चरति चरति एष आत्मा इति होवाच एष आत्मेति होवाच एतद् अमृतम् अभयम् एतद् ब्रह्मेति एतद् अमृतम् अभयम् एतद् ब्रह्मेति सः शान्तः हृदयः प्रवव्राज सः शान्तः हृदयः प्रवव्राज सः प्राप्यैव देवान् एतद् भयं ददर्श सः अप्राप्यैव देवान् एतद् भयं ददर्श तद्यद्यपि तद्यद्यदपि इदगं शरीरम् अन्धं भवति अन्धः स भवति इति सामम् अस्रामो नैवेशोऽस्य दोषेण दुष्यति तद्यद्यपीदगं शरीरम् अन्धं भवति तद्यद्यपीदगं शरीरम् अन्धं भवति अन्धः स भवति यदि अन्धः स भवति यदि साममस्रामो नैवैषोऽस्य दोषेण दुष्यति नैवैषोऽस्य दोषेण दुष्यति न वधेनास्य हन्यते न वधेनास्य हन्यते नास्य श्राम्येण श्रामो घ्नन्ति नास्य श्राम्येण श्रामो घ्नन्ति नास्य श्रामेण श्रामो घ्नन्ति तु एव एनं घ्नन्ति तु एव एनं विच्छादयन्ति इव अप्रिय अप्रियवेत्तेव अप्रियवेत्तेव भवति अपि रोदितीव नाहमत्रं भोग्यं पश्यामीति नाहमत्र भोग्यं पश्यामीति समित्पाणिः पुनरेयाय स समित्पाणिः पुनरेयाय तगंह प्रजापतिरुवाच भगवन् यत् शान्तहृदयः प्राव्राजीः भगवन् यत् शान्तहृदयः प्राव्राजीः किमिच्छन् पुनरागम इति सहोवाच तत् यद्यद्पीदं भगवः शरीरम् अन्धं भवति अन्धः स भवति तद्यद्यपीदं भगवः शरीरम् अन्धं भवत्यन्धः स भवति यदि श्राममस्रामो नैवैषोऽस्य दोषेण दूष्यन्ते नैवैषोऽस्य दोषेण दुष्यति न वधेनास्य हन्यते नास्य श्राम्येण श्रामो घ्नन्ति त्वेवैनं विच्छादयन्ति इव अप्रियवेत्तेव भवति अभिरोदिति इव नाहमत्र भोग्यं पश्यामीति एवमेवैष मघवन्निति होवाच एतन्त्वेव ते भूयोऽनुव्याख्यास्यामि एवं एतन्त्वेव ते भूयोऽनुव्याख्यास्यामि वस अपराणि द्वात्रिंशतं वर्षाणि इति वस अपराणि द्वात्रिंशतं वर्षाणि इति सः पराणि द्वात्रिंशतं वर्षाणि उपवाच सः पराणि द्वात्रिंशतं वर्षाणि उपवास तस्मै होवाच इति दशमः खण्डः अथ एकादशः खण्डः तद्यत्र एतत् सुप्तः समस्तः सम्प्रसन्नः तद्यत्र एतत् सुप्तः समस्तः सम्प्रसन्नः स्वप्नं न विजानाति एष आत्मेति होवाच एष आत्मेति होवाच एतदमृतम् अभयम् एतत् ब्रह्मेति सः शान्तहृदयः प्रवव्राज सः अप्राप्यैव देवान् एतद्भयं ददर्श नाह खलु अयम् एव गं सम्प्रति आत्मानं जानाति नाह खल्वयम् एव गं सम्प्रत्यात्मानं जानाति अयमस्मीति नो एव इमानि भूतानि विनाशमेवापीतो भवति अयमहमस्मीति नो एव इमानि भूतानि विनाशमेव अपीतो भवति नाहमत्र भोग्यं पश्यामीति स समित्पाणिः पुनरेयाय तगंह प्रजापतिरुवाच भगवन् यच्छान्तहृदयः प्राव्राजीः किमिच्छन् पुनरागम इति सहोवाच न नाह खलु अयं भगव एवगं सम्प्रति नाह खलु अयं भगव एवगं सम्प्रति आत्मानं जानाति अयमहमस्मि इति आत्मानं जानाति अयमहमस्मि इति नो एव इमानि भूतानि नो एव इमानि भूतानि विनाशमेवापीतो भवति विनाशमेवापीतो भवति नाहमत्र भोग्यं पश्यामि इति नाहमत्र भोग्यं पश्यामि इति एवमेवैष भगवन्निति होवाच एवमेवैष भगवन्निति होवाच एतं त्वेव ते भूयोऽनुव्याख्यास्यामि एतं त्वेव ते भूयोऽनुव्याख्यास्यामि नो एव अन्यत्र एतस्मात् नो एव अन्यत्र एतस्मात् वस अपराणि पञ्चवर्षाणि इति वस अपराणि पञ्चवर्षाणि इति सः अपराणि पञ्चवर्षाण्युवास सः अपराणि पञ्चवर्षाण्युवास तानि एकशतकं सम्पेदुः तान्येकशतकं सम्पेदुः एतत्तद्यदाहुः एतत्तद्यदाहुः एकशतकं हवै वर्षाणि भगवान् एकशतकं हवै वर्षाणि भगवान् प्रजापतौ ब्रह्मचर्यमुवाच प्रजापतौ ब्रह्मचर्यमुवाच तस्मै होवाच तस्मै होवाच ॐ शान्तिः 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 101 years Indra stayed with Prajapati in the Brahmacharyadi Anushtana to receive the Brahma Jnana. First he showed in that mirror and Udasharava the water. Both of them looked at and said, yes, we have seen Anaka Paryantam come with all Swadhalankritau Suvasasau Suvasanau. With that Sadhu Alankara Suvasana again, they see, yes, we see ourselves Sadhu Alankrita Suvasana. Then he says, that is what is Atma. Virochana takes the Sharira as Atma and goes. Indra also goes, but before reaching to the Devatas, he just thinks and finds all problem shortcomings in taking the Sharira to be the Atman. Second time he goes, again 32 years. Second time Guru says, that which you see in Swapna, that is Paramatma, that is Atma. He goes understanding it. Again before reaching the Devatas, he thinks. Again he says, how can that Swapna be uncontrolled Atma? So many reasons he gives. That is not. Again he comes. Then again 32 saal. So 32, 32, 32, 96. Third time he says that Sushupta Purusha is Atma. He again says, सुषुप्त में तो न मैं अपने आप को जानता हूँ न लोक को जानता हूँ. How can it be the Atman? Isn't it? Again he comes back. Then now this time Guru says, 5 years you stay. Daiva year, divine years, they are not human years. After staying those 5 years, then what? Prajapati teaches him is the Brahma Vidya. It will be in that Dwadasha Khanda. Tomorrow we'll do that. Om Atha Samavediya Chandogyopanishadam Atha Ashtamodhyayaha Dashamaha Khandaha. Om. य एष स्वप्ने महीयमानः चरते एष आत्मेति होवाच एतदमृतम् अभयम् एतद्ब्रह्म इति सः शान्तहृदयः प्रवव्राज सः अप्राप्यैव देवान् एतद्भयं ददर्श तद्यद्यपीदगं शरीरम् अन्धं भवति अनन्दः स भवति यदि सामम् अस्रामो नैवेशोऽस्य दोषेण दुष्यते न वधेनास्य हन्यते न अस्य श्राम्येण श्रामो घ्नन्ति तु एव एनं विच्छादयन्ति इव अप्रियवेत्तेव भवति अपि रोदितीव न अहम् अत्र भोग्यं पश्यामीति स समित्पाणिः पुनरेयाय तगंह प्रजापतिरुवाच भगवन् शान्तः हृदयः प्राव्राजीः किमिच्छन् पुनरागम इति सहोवाच तद्यद्यपीदं भगवः शरीरमन्दं भवति अनन्दः स भवति यदि श्रामम् अश्रामो नैवैषोऽस्य दोषेण दुष्यते न वधेनास्य हन्यते नास्य श्राम्येण सरामो ग्रन्थित्वेवैनं विच्छादयन्तीव अप्रियवेत्तेव भवति अपि रोदितीव नाहम् अत्र भोग्यं पश्यामि इति एवमेवैष मघवन्निति होवाच एतं त्वेव ते भूयः अनुव्याख्यास्यामि वस अपराणि द्वात्रिकं शतं वर्षाणि ते सहापराणि द्वात्रिकं शतं वर्षाणि उवास तस्मै होवाच इति दशमः खण्डः अथ एकादशः खण्डः तद्यत्र एतत् सुप्तः समस्तः सम्प्रसन्नः स्वप्नं न विजानाति एष आत्मेति होवाच एतद् अमृतम् अभयम् एतद् ब्रह्म इति सः शान्तः हृदयः प्रवव्राज सः अप्राप्यैव देवान् एतद् भयं ददर्श नाह खलु अयम् एवगं सम्प्रति आत्मानं जानाति अयमहमस्मीति नो एव इमानि भूतानि विनाशमेव पीतो भवति नाहमत्र भोग्यं पश्यामीति स समित्पाणिः पुनरेयाय तगंह प्रजापतिरुवाच भगवन् यच्छान्तः हृदयः प्राव्राजीः किमिच्छन् पुनरागम इति स होवाच नाह खलु अयं भगव एवगं सम्प्रति आत्मानं जानाति अयमहमस्मीति नो एव इमानि भूतानि विनाशमेवापीतो भवति नाहमत्र भोग्यं पश्यामीति एवमेवैष मघवन् इति होवाच एतन्त्वेव ते भूयोऽनुव्याख्यास्यामि नो एव अन्यत्र एतस्मात् वस अपराणि पञ्चवर्षाणि सः अपराणि पञ्चवर्षाणि उवास तानि एकशतकं सम्पेदुरुः एतद् एतत्तत् यदाहुः एकशतकं ह वै वर्षाणि भगवान् प्रजापतौ ब्रह्मचर्यमुवास तस्मै होवाच इति एकादशः खण्डः 101 days he stayed 1 year in that brahmacharyadi ashrama brahmacharyadi discipline and the beauty is gone to the same guru again and again with full shraddha that he will teach me. Those are the sublime points or qualities of all sadhakas of all shastras. We should be able to observe and grasp. Okay, friends, first Veda Parayanam sadhana we have done. Let us do the second sadhana of Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharana. Today's Gayatri Mantra is on Bhagavati Sita Mata, Sakshat Lakshmi Devi Swarupini. So when we study the Valmiki Ramayanam, we can see her glory. First of all, Sakshat Lakshmi Devi. From the Bhumi, she was obtained by Raja Janaka. Then her bringing up as well as all samskara. Then after Swayamvara, Vivaha with Sri Rama, those 12 years of such wonderful life of serving the in-laws and all of that. You can see in that Ramayana, the Shastra. Then when the most important thing came, Rama had to go to the Vana for 14 years. She was had all the option to stay with in-laws or with the father. She was not asked by Kaikeyi to go to the forest. है ना, राम अपने पत्नी और भाई के साथ जा ऐसा नहीं कहा, only you go. Although she is wise enough to know that if Rama goes, then they also will go. ये सब अंदर की बात है, सूक्ष्म होते हैं. As we become refined, subtler, unsaid things also we start understanding. Then see, when Rama said that the jungle will be aisa vaisa, You never had that experience. You brought up in such a wonderful Rajakula as Rajaputri and all. Here also so comfortable. Vanavasa, no. She says, no, I will come. And she said, I will not be burdened to you. I will not demand anything from you. I will serve you. And no burden, no demand, only service. That should be our attitude throughout life, wherever we are. Anywhere you go, that's a true matured life. No burden, no demand, and totally ready to serve. That's a beautiful life. It has to click. Everything clicks when we become purer in our heart. Even to become pure, also, it has to click to us. Then she went, and you can see not 1 day, 2 days. देखो लोग camping करते हैं cold places में, or they may even go to some forests. They go and see the lion safari. That's hardly for half day, 1 day, 2 दिन maximum. Camping करो 4 दिन. They have to come back to the comforts of their house. Here ऐसा नहीं है. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, months, years, 14 years is a big time, no? Without all those luxuries and comforts of the royal home, isn't it? And eating only kandamula phala. No pizza, burgers, no prathas, nothing of the wonderful, chawal, dal, sabji, khadi. Nahi? And the Valkala Dharanam. See that total tapasya. 14 years. And can't go into any village also. In between, chalo, kuch Kevata asked Rama, आप यहाँ रहिए, you are our Raja. Need not go to even Ayodhya again. All of that. Instead, when the people started coming, Rama entered into more deep Dandakaranya, full of Rakshasas and all, so that the people won't come to disturb the tapasvins. To meet Rama, they come, but Rama was around tapasvins. They also get disturbed. Their tapasya is disturbed. He went into Dandakaran, and Mother Sita followed. Bhayankara seen all of that. From which side, which animal or Rakshasa will attack, don't know. Every day is fear. Every day is fear. Not like us, safe, secured, watchmen are there, alarms are there, CCTVs are there. Isn't it? Say in the entire 1 town, 2 town police are there to come and help. Ambulance is there to come on 108 call. ऐसा कुछ नहीं. None of them. Imagine how they were there. Away from parents, away from brothers, sisters. See, it's not an easy thing. That is great, great tyaga, tapasya. Only one thing. Father told, I have to go. And the husband went, so I will also follow. For me, brother only is father, so I will go with him. Both Sita Mata, Lakshmana Swami, great characters. See, that is enough for us to know, no? जैसा चावल एक जगह पक गया दिखता है, everything it is cooked. It's only चावल का example, not a roti वाला. Roti should be cooked everywhere watching it. नहीं है तो उसको तवे पे दबा के रखना है तभी वो पकेगा. तंदूर रोटी also. चावल में ही एग्जाम्पल होता है. So that one incident is enough to know her pativratya and bhakti to Rama. So wonderful, isn't it? 14 years. They were in brahmacharya only, not only Lakshmana, Sita and Rama also. Otherwise, they could come with 4, 5 children, 12 साल में, 14 साल में. Then when Ravana kidnapped, that the episode, terrible episode it is, of staying there for 10 months, little more than that. And amidst all the Rakshasi Gana, threatening, frightening. More than that, this Ravana coming every second day, third day, frightening her, threatening us, you will become my breakfast, I will eat you. Isn't it? See, there she has to deny him as well as sustain herself for Rama. 10 months she stayed. Finally, जब हनुमान जी आए, almost she was hanging only herself. I can't live now करके. Sita Mata, that's why the greatest character in our Sanatana Dharma Shastras, all are, matlab, without even a slight blemish. Like Rama has a blemish that he left Sita in jungle, etc. Even that by गलती also कोई blemish नहीं है. तो ये दोनों ही है, एक सीता माता, second is हनुमान जी. Like that, so many are there, but stand out expressions. Mother Sita. हर बाला देवी की प्रतिमा, बच्चा बच्चा राम है, चंदन है इस देश की माटी, तपो भूमि हर गांव है. ऐसा जो somebody wrote, Sita ji is the Adarsh for all the women of all times, if they have to take some. And then in that Vanavasa Kala, all those years, whoever the rishis, munis used to come, उनको भिक्षा बनाकर देते थे. You go to Chitrakuta Parvata, there you can see सीता जी की रसोई, सीता जी ने ये बर्तन यूज किया, सब लिख के रहते हैं. बर्तन आई डोंट नो, बट द रसोई तो है वहां. आई हैव सीन इट. सीता जी रसोई, and this is what those rishis munis came and all of that. This Vanavasa of Rama and Aranyavasa of Pandavas is a unique episode that cannot be underestimated. Great tapasya. And they have encashed that for whole lot of tapasya in everybody's life also, because of Shanigraha or some reason. ऐसे 7 साल 10 साल 20 साल दुखी होना पड़ता है. For some it is before 20 years, ऐसा depending on their prarabdha. Minimum 7.5 years at one stretch. And we being बुद्धू, we don't observe it that we are going through tough period. हमको हर एक चीज एक ही तरह होता है, सोते रहते हैं हमेशा बिना पिए. No need of drink, it's enough for us. But if you can aware, you will know it. Terrible period. 19 साल 21 साल ऐसे. That time utilize it for tapasya idea. So Mother Sita is so great. And after Aranyavasa, they come back, Vanavasa. Again, Sri Rama, listening to somebody's words, he leaves her at Valmiki ashram. She has to stay there. Lavakush are born, and everything she teaches them also. Then when Rama comes, then she finished her purpose of staying as Sita. She goes inside the earth. भूविवर में भूदेवी से आई है, भूमि में चले गए. And the very many other Puranic kathas in Skanda Purana, if you read, they are there. That in the form of Sita, Lakshmi Devi only came, and some other names of women are given who have taken the vow to kill Ravana because he troubled her, etc. ऐसा कथाएं हैं. All of that only to tell us, don't do papa, do punya. Rama's life is don't do adharma, do dharma. Total every shastra is don't be an ajnani, be a jnani. Don't be a nastika, be a nastika. All of that. Okay. Now the mantra is Om Rama Bharyayai Vidmahe Bhumijayai Cha Dhimahi Tannaha Sita Prachodayat. So Rama Bharyayai Vidmahe, we know Mother Sita, wife of Lord Rama, both of them are made for each other. Even now, in all Vivaha Patrikas, Sita Rama alone are mentioned. An ideal couple, wonderful, made for each other. Sundarakanda, Tulsi Ramayana, you can see when each of them gives samachara about each other. I know that what you call message and all. Rama's message to Sita, Sita's message. उससे पता चलता है how much they are tuned to each other. So beautiful. It is inexplicable. अगर कोई है तो बस सीताराम, बस मस्त। मेनली दैट अग्नि परीक्षा समय में, यू नो, काया वाचा मनसा, if I am Sri Rama's patni only, then if that is true, the Agni will not burn me. अग्नि भी हैरान हो जाते, अरे क्या, he just says she's, see that all those things. Rama bharya ye vidma. Then bhumi jaye cha dhimahi. The one who is born from the bhumi. She came from the bhumi. She is not born through the yoni. So she is called ayonija. Bhumija. Sita. Sita means that plowing pickaxe. When he was plowing, Janakji for doing the yajna, then that box, it got touched. Then he opened there this cute baby. So these are all the things which prove that the world may lot of wonders are there. Anyway, Bhumi Jaya Chadimai Tannaha Sita Prachodya. Tat Sita Naha Prachodayat. That Mother Sita blesses. Again, with what? We have no new things to add in our cart of demands. And add to the cart on the line. Mein. In our cart, only Brahmanubhuti. Bas. For that, whatever sadhanas have to be done, this spashtata about it, only that. So, vidmahe dhimahi prachodayat. Enough. Chant now 12 times. Remembering Mother Sita along with Lord Rama. Doing Pada Puja to both of them. Asking them to bless us. Rama is Jnana Swarupa. Mother is Shakti Swarupa. In our life, we need to have all the Shaktis to do sadhana, to have the Jnana which gives moksha. In that way, Rama and Sita, if they bless, everything is possible. Om Rama Bharyayai cha vidmahe Bhumijayai cha dhimahi Tannah Sita prachodayat. Om Rama Bharyayai vidmahe Bhumijayai cha dhimahi Tannah Sita prachodayat. Om Rama Bharyayai vidmahe Bhumijayai cha dhimahi Tannah Sita prachodayat. ॐ राम भार्यायै विद्महे भूमिजायै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात् ॐ राम भार्यायै विद्महे भूमिजायै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात् ॐ राम भार्यायै विद्महे भूमिजायै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात् ॐ राम भार्यायै विद्महे भूमिजायै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात् ॐ राम भार्यायै विद्महे भूमिजायै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात् ॐ राम भार्यायै विद्महे भूमिजायै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात् ॐ राम भार्यायै विद्महे भूमिजायै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात् ॐ राम भार्यायै विद्महे भूमिजायै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात् ॐ राम भार्यायै विद्महे भूमिजायै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात् ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं श्री सीतामात्रे नमः मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि ज्ञानं देहि आत्मानुभवं देहि मुक्तिं देहि मां रक्ष रक्ष. And what else other than studying the Puranas in which these glorious characters are described to protect ourselves from falling down lower to lower levels. What else can help us in protecting ourselves? If not, Always we have such ideals in front of us, deeply in the heart. Such good olden days of 70s, 80s, if you see, in schools, our teachers, the Telugu master, our mother tongue teachers, or those who teach our languages in those texts, such great characters used to be there. And with so much bhava, those teachers used to teach us those stories that for the whole life in the heart, those characters inspiring us used to stay. Ajkal kaisa hai, we don't know. That has to be there. They are there. That's why the children are not gone case, all of them. Our children are beautiful. The Indians are great children. They are there. Yes, exceptions are always there, but generally good. But they have to be timely, guided, managed. They'll be the best children always. Just I'm saying the great characters. The Adarsha, Purushas Adarsha, व्यक्तित्व ऑफ अवर सनातन धर्म उनका हर बच्चों को पता होना चाहिए शुड बी कंपल्सरी सब्जेक्ट isn't it? Let loose the mind and intellect gone. No, हमेशा उसको टाइट करके रखना है. Anyway, now the third topic today, friends, our common sense thought. In our common sense thought, what we study is, देखो, such professionals so many are there in our country that because of them only the requirements needs of not one or two 140 crores of people are taken care. Professionals 140 crore, mind you, is not a small number. Any aspect if you take, it is such a mammoth task to fulfill the requirements or needs. Anything you take, food, 140 करोड़ लोगों को डेली 3 बार खाना देना, not an ordinary thing. Then imagine the food producing entire group industry, right from farmers onwards, how much they are sacrificing or working, contributing that इतने लोगों को भोजन मिल रहा है. So to shelter, almost all are sheltered except few. Then shelter giving department, isn't it? Their contribution, clothing, इतने करोड़ लोगों को गर्मी में गर्म कपड़े, सर्दी में सर्दी वाले. अरे भाई, the industries, the professionals, their commitment to the work. So too the medication when they need, है ना? इतने लोगों को बीमारियां देखो. The beauty of our nation when corona happened, not only the 140 crores में all are vaccinated, we have sent medicine to 100 countries से ज्यादा. It's a great thing. द मेडिसिन इसीलिए हमारे देश के ऊपर ये गधे अमेरिका लोगों को हमेशा नजर होता है. दे वांट टू डिस्ट्रॉय. नो, ही सेज नो, वेनेजुएला इज ओवर, इंडिया वी आर अटैकिंग यू नाउ. द कमेंट्स फ्रॉम यूएस, अरे, दे आर jealous of our Indians, their genius, their hard work and all of that. That is a surprise. Not imagine, for 140 crore people, we only want the vaccine, बोलो, from other countries. सारे देश मिलकर भी बनाए तो हमारे लिए काफी नहीं होते थे. Because of number. On the other hand, because of our, एक हफ्ते में, एक महीने में, round the clock, see the way the vaccines were prepared. You see that, and they were packed and transported, and there the teams administering them. They are all very careful. Dispose होना चाहिए वो बाद में उसका. The whole workers, कितने लोग उसमें अपने जान भी गंवाए. So many doctors, the assistants, medical professionals, they sacrificed their life during that time. But it was really, if you remember those days of Corona, it's a big lesson for the entire life in so many aspects. उन दिनों में हम कोरोना से पाठ करके, if you remember, in the earlier days of our common sense thought started with that only. Corona common sense. With that only we started. What are the things to be learned from this? First, we used to send a SMS, for 100,000 people. Then we started it in our classes. See, Indian professionals, see the transport की बात. इतने लोगों को transport करना है तो see the bus services, the train services, the taxi services, the aeroplanes. कितना अरे बाबा. I'm talking about the greatness of our professionals, the engineers, the legal cases when they happen, the lakhs of lawyers are there, the chartered accountants are there. And सबसे मजेदार चीज इतने करोड़ों बच्चों को पढ़ाने के लिए करोड़ों टीचर्स, लाखों टीचर्स, प्रोफेसर्स. नॉट एन ऑर्डिनरी जॉब. आई आस्क मी, मैं बताता हूँ, 5-5 घंटे चिल्लाना है, कितना ताकत एनर्जी चला जाता है, आधा जिंदगी चला जाता है उसमें. टू स्पीक for hours together to the students every day is a very tough job. पढ़ाना सबसे मुश्किल काम है, याद रखो. पढ़ना भी मुश्किल है, बट उसे ज्यादा पढ़ाना. पढ़ने वाले को सुनना ही पड़ता है ना. ही डजंट नीड टू टॉक, बट एनर्जी which goes, tough. So all those teaching professionals in that way अगर आप देखोगे तो कितने सारे है ना. Everyone in Indian system of हिंदुइज्म, सनातन धर्म, टेम्पल्स है, इतने सारी जरूरत है उनको. वो टेम्पल के पूजा सामान चाहिए, वो बनाने वाले, फेस्टिवल्स होते हैं उसको सेलिब्रेट करने वाले, उत्सवास होते हैं. सी इंडियन डायनामिज्म, वंडरफुल इट इज. नोवेयर यू सी, आगे सब शांत रहते हैं, सोखते हैं खा के. इंडिया हमेशा एक्टिव, डायनामिक. एंड इन गृह प्रवेश हुआ तो धूम धड़ाका, शादी है तो धूम धड़ाका, हैप्पी बर्थडे है तो धूम धड़ाका. India is something unique. Even somebody dies, the way it is done, the tarpana, the shraddha karma. For that also these brahmana professionals, they are required. लाखों लाखों ब्राह्मण. मैं तो कहता हूँ भगवान ब्राह्मणों का देखभाल अवश्य करे. बिकॉज ब्राह्मण है तो क्षत्रिय है, ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय है तो दुनिया है. Now, why we spoke all this is how it is happening, why it is happening is only one thought. What is that thought? They took up their professions, be attentive, as uncompromising duties. This is our today's common sense thought. Uncompromising duty. You understand that ingredient is so essential in life, which gives meaning and beauty to the life. There is beauty only in duty, nowhere else. And the other reasons I have not told. To manage so many children, the mothers there, उनका भी वो अपने नौकरियां छोड़कर जितने लेडीज बच्चों को देखभाल करते हैं. पहले तो नौकरी होता ही था, होता ही नहीं था. बट नाउ इवन आफ्टर ज्वाइनिंग, once married, got child, gave up the job, sacrifice है. मदर इन लॉस और द ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स सब है. एनीवे, मेनी अदर इंस्टीट्यूट्स, स्पोर्ट्स वगैरह, ये सारा नहीं बताया हमने. 140 करोड़ लोगों को एंटरटेन करने के लिए हाउ मेनी सिनेमा प्रोफेशनल्स आल्सो आर वर्किंग, ऑल ऑफ दैट. So they took up it as a duty. Now, coming straight away to our point, therefore, in our life also, the only way to succeed, to what is success? The inner joy and fulfillment. Whether we achieve or not, the success is measured in terms of inner contentment, joy, fulfillment. That comes when we perform like all those professionals continuously perform. As a spiritual seeker also, we have to perform continuously. And what made them perform? That's the only thing, the duty orientation. So to that day when you and I take our Adhyatmika, Jivana and Sadhana as Kartavya, duty. अभी तो कर्तव्य नहीं है. There is some bondage, there is some fear. You understand? There is some compulsion, some mechanical doing. No, like a kartavya, like the army soldiers on the borders, the police department again. इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट, ये भी बड़े बड़े काम। 140 करोड़ लोगों को चोरों से बचाना और खुद चोर होने से बचाना उनको, नॉट एन ऑर्डिनरी थिंग। कभी डर लगता है इसलिए ना, इन इंडिया इफ सम डिसरप्शन का chaos happen, nobody in the world can control, but Indians are matured. Hundreds and thousands of gurus, mahatmas in India are continuously talking and giving that upadesha and protecting the minds and intellects of the Indians, humans, Hindus, and all of them. That's why there is a balance. The dharma is taught, the values are taught, the devotion taught, the love is taught. See, the mutual maitri is taught. That's what is protecting. कितने संत, कितने इंडिया में स्पिरिचुअल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है देखो, टेंस एंड थाउजेंड्स दे आर, देयर कंट्रीब्यूशन आल्सो कैन नॉट बी अंडर एस्टिमेटेड, है ना? बड़े से छोटे से छोटे, बड़ा वी बिकम फेमिलियर बिकॉज दे कम इन टीम एंड देयर आर थाउजेंड्स एंड थाउजेंड्स ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन देयर स्मॉल स्केल, दे आर डूइंग देयर वर्क. Like in every other thing also, big hospitals you see, a small doctor in a corner में एक छोटा सा लगा के. So big 5-star, 7-star hotels you see, a small dhaba also you see. So to big Mahatmas working in big way and guiding the masses, a big number, a small chota Mahatmas also are there. अपने 10-20 लोगों को बिठाकर पाठ पढ़ाते रहते. All of them are contributing. So our learning is what? That day is a golden day when we have become conscious and matured to understand and accept our spiritual goal, our spiritual life, our spiritual sadhana as the duty. First, burdened, compulsory, forceful duty. Then, the disciplined, managed duty. Then, the most loving, joyful way the duty performed. That day, when we enjoy performing our duties with all the love and discipline, we have conquered. And here the duty is Adhyatmikata. It's my duty to come to the class. It's my duty to do the Manana Chintana. It's my duty to understand the sublime truths that are mentioned. It's my duty to control all my Dehindriya Pranamano Buddhi. It's my duty to do every day my meditation. It's my duty to detach from the Dehadi Upadhi and identify with the Brahma Swarupa. Where there is no duty orientation, all laxity, all relaxation, all carelessness comes. Then we can never perform up to the mark. Then the result won't be appreciable or joy giving. Wherever there is from the heart, the dutiness is there. Understand? Duty slowly evolving to perform with all joy, taking it as a privilege, as a blessings. Like if I am given this chance to do this satsanga to you, can't it be, is it not a great blessings by the Guru and the Lord? Then how much I must respect it, how much I must value it, how much I have to be performing it, isn't it? Day in and day out, if that thought is there, मानो सारे हमारे आध्यात्मिक साधनाएं हमारे लिए कर्तव्य है, इसको हम बहुत श्रद्धा से प्रेम से भरपूर करेंगे. Very soon we get the results. Now results won't come because in our performance there is absolute erratic way only we do. कभी आते कभी नहीं आते, कभी करते कभी नहीं करते, isn't it? Like some 25-30 years back, our all government offices, कितना लेजी, कितना 9 बजे ऑफिस है तो 10:30 11 बजे आएंगे. एंड एनी टाइम दे, जैसे मैं अभी आ रहा हूँ, दे गो आउट फॉर 3 hours एंड घूम के आएंगे, रिश्तेदार के यहाँ जाएंगे, शादियां तय करके आएंगे, एवरीथिंग दे यूज्ड टू डू एक्सेप्ट द ऑफिस वर्क. और वर्क होता भी था नहीं. Very funny. Now it is not allowed. 140 crores. People have to be managed. Isn't it? Nobody can be without working. अब तो अलग ही orientation. By the way, how the 35 crores at the time of freedom, 36 or 38 crore, In 100 years became 4 times. I don't know, 140 crore. You know that, na? At the time of independence, Indian population was some 38-40 crore. That's all. अभी 140 देखते देखते कैसे हो गए 42 परसों कोई कह रहे थे 1.42 142 so anyway so the idea is this much कि the duty orientation is there when we have in our adhyatmika sadhanas. There is a great perform. Otherwise, we don't perform. Then things won't work. So I was giving the example of the how the governmental offices, everybody for that matter, महीनों लगते थे एक काम. अब तो people have to compete with missions. Otherwise, missions will replace them. And everywhere, the discipline expected, the duty orientation. नहीं तो they'll be chucked out. अच्छा हो गया ना फियर उनको ड्यूटी करवा रहा है मुझे भी ये फियर है इसलिए मैं ड्यूटी करता हूँ व्हाट इज द फियर इफ आई स्टॉप डूइंग दिस क्लासेस all the gurus all devatas they withdraw their grace when their grace goes away then I'll be on the road only साधना दृष्टि से isn't it तो मेरे को डर है डरना पड़ता भी है isn't it डरना एक तरह के लिए जरूरत है इन अदर वे यू मे नॉट have fear fearlessly you do the things with the fear that if I don't do I will fail let us do our duties fearlessly that is the right way of putting if you can catch it so today's only one ingredient duty and done with all the respect and love our spiritual sadhanas are our bounden duties received nobody tells us nobody imposes us on us and unfortunately in spirituality there is no compulsion because without that one can live the worldly life so it has to be self accepted self imposed dutiness on our sadhanas ये मेरा कर्तव्य है दिल से बोल के देखो क्यों नहीं उठेंगे सुबह कब उठेंगे क्यों नहीं करेंगे हमारे कमिटेड साधनास यू कैन वी कैन डू दैट वी कैन चैंट hundreds of stotras every day oh many upanishads we can study gita we can study big text we can study we can do lakhs and lakhs of japa if there is a duty orientation like hanumanji for him ramakar is duty therefore any amount of work he goes on doing from the work he gets the energy we without working lose the energy हमें thought of work only uh, dehydrates काम करना है हमसे नहीं होगा भोग वाला काम करेंगे काम वाला काम नहीं करते हिंदी में दोनों को काम ही कहते हैं see हनुमान जी the more he works the more he gets energy और गुरुदेव also what is at the age of 65 70 he was so vigorous that means right from the beginning the way he used to move and conduct his yajnas pravachana's Are Bapre. Duty, he took it as it's my duty to serve my Sanatana Dharma, my Shastras. Our Gurudev is the enough inspiration for us. Ah. So can we take up our all these Adhyatmikas, Jivana and Sadhana as Kartavya, then Mukhya Kartavya, then only Kartavya, then doing it perfectly, doing it lovingly, doing with all respect and reverence. Every word is very sacred. Huh? We're not using these words mechanically without the understanding in the intellect. No, समझदारी से care. उसी तरह one of the important thing I have to say and conclude is this duty orientation comes when we understand. Understanding comes when we have whipped up and woken up our intellects. Second main thought today is that जब हमारी बुद्धि जागृत होकर सोचने लगती है फिर the beauty of human life, the beauty of spirituality, when my awakened intellect understands, then it will be convinced about the duties of doing spiritual sadhanas for reaching the spiritual goal, which is the final duty. Our intellects are slept now. They have to be woken up. Intellect alone should work, not mana indriyas and sharira. Intellect is sattva-guni, mana rajo-guni, dehendriyas are tamo-guni. When you are identified with dehendriya, they exhaust us and they make us tamas. When you give chance to the mind with all its imagination projections, it will make us restless. Its intellect, when it is awakened and rightly utilized, that it understands the goals, it understands the means, and it understands how to work towards it. That's called sattva. बुद्धि को जागृत करो एंड नो नीड दैट अदर बुद्धि शुड टेल अस कि अपने बुद्धि को क्या हुआ. Even other fellow is advising us with his buddhi only, na? And up to the age of 25, 20 maximum 20, दूसरों का बुद्धि हमें लेना है. उसके बाद खुद मेच्योर्ड होकर स्वयं का बुद्धि यूज करना. एंड फॉर रेफरेंस द बुद्धि ऑफ आवर ऋषिज मुनीस गुरुस एंड द शास्त्रास. A reference point होना चाहिए ना to recheck whether my buddhi is thinking rightly or not. For that sake, ऐसा नहीं होना है कि दूसरे कह रहे फिर भी हमारा बुद्धि जागृत नहीं हो रहा. And the age is passing and still we have not started thinking what should be the goal of life, the spiritual goal. I have to do sadhana, they have to be done as a kartavya. हम खुद ही अपने बुद्धि से दुर्बुद्धि से गुरुओं को एक्सक्यूज बताते हुए खुद ही हम संसार में फंस जाते हैं. यू नो देन बुद्धि है कि नहीं है बताओ. व्हाट इज द सद्बुद्धि यूजिंग? जस्टिफाइंग द samsara and giving up the sadhana, or to do the sadhana rising above everything? Which is the right way of using buddhi batao? Even this also we don't understand. वो बुद्धि भी नहीं है कि हम बुद्धि को गलत यूज कर रहे. With intellect only we justify na all our non spiritual involvements. That is a misuse of buddhi, and we don't know that we misuse our buddhi. Very funny it is. Somebody should tell me about my health. Somebody should tell me about my safety and security. Somebody should tell me about my evolution. What nonsense, isn't it? To awaken the buddhi, understand the human life's glory, understand the highest possibility called spiritual evolution, take it up as a duty and do it with full joy, with full love, with full respect, with full reverence every time. When these qualities enter into us, the sleeps, the bhoga outside, the people, no, none of them can call us or bind us. अब हमको हर लोग किडनैप करके ले जाते हैं, हर चीज हमें ब्लैकमेल करती है. Everything emotionally drags, and there is no spiritual duty towards spirituality only. It's my duty to realize myself. Abbas, before that, nobody should talk to me. I will not talk to him. ऐसा commitment होना चाहिए. Then only we really will do the sufficient sadhana that alone can give us the joy of evolution experienced. Thank you. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. Om Yairime Guruvihi Purvam. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam. Om Nidaye Sarva Vidyanam. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam. Om Jagati Mavitum Kalita Krutayo. Om Brahmanandam Parama Sukadam Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Tat Sat श्रुति मात्रे नमः. समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृते धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्म सुदिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम निखिलाधारम अव्ययम निगमाद्यगतम नित्यम सॉरी नीलकंठम नमाम्यहम्। ओम पारायणम अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः। In the third chapter, we have to do the parayana of 16, 17, 18. ॐ सर्वतः पाणिपादं तथा सर्वतोक्षिशिरोमुखं सर्वतः श्रुतिमल्लोके सर्वमावृत्य तिष्ठति सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाभासं सर्वेन्द्रियविवर्जितं सर्वस्य प्रभुमीशानं सर्वस्य शरणं बृहत् नवद्वारे पुरे देहि हंसो लेलायते बहिः वशी सर्वस्य लोकस्य स्थावरस्य चरस्य च ओम शांति शांति शांति। Now the study of the mantra 12 we have to do. 11th mantra is done. Eko devas sarvabhuteshu gudaha सर्वव्यापी सर्वभूतांतरात्मा कर्माध्यक्षः सर्वभूतादिवासः साक्षी चेता केवलो निर्गुणश्च. Spirituality means these mantras always lingering in our mind, and intellect is continuously pondering over them, and through them discovering the self, discovering the truth, discovering the reality. That's called Adhyatmikata at its true highest definition. बाकी सारे हम कहते हैं आध्यात्मिकता है, but they are only the preparations. But the highest is this one. We have seen that mantra by respecting it sufficiently, by giving it due time in trying to analyze and understand. Yes, at least 0.01% we succeeded. In the same way, now enter into the 12वां mantra. परमात्मा ज्ञान से नित्य सुख की प्राप्ति और मोक्ष. Now these words we read them so casually. हमको ना कहाँ कैजुअल होना है, कहाँ सीरियस होना है, पता ही नहीं होता. हमको कुछ नहीं पता फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. These are the things which have to be taken so seriously. That Paramatma Jnana se Nitya Sukha ki prapti. Who is the one who doesn't want the eternal bliss? We want it, no? That's possible only through Paramatma Jnana. Such sentences have to be understood in both ways. One way is this direct meaning that through Paramatma Jnana there is Nitya Sukha. The opposite meaning what? Other than the Paramatma Jnana, the Sukha cannot be Nitya. When the Sukha is not a Nitya, it is not Sukha only. Because it is going to go away and again it's going to bring the misery only to me. With this type of thinking, keeping the goal of Nitya Sukha in the mind, understanding and accepting the means to be the Paramatma Jnana, we have to only put all efforts to have that Paramatma Jnana as a duty. That should be the way the sloka should be understood. Second thing is moksha. This is more important. Paramatma Jnana se hi moksha. Opposite of it is what? If I don't have the jnana of the real self in me, with that ajnana and ajnana janita upadhi and upadhita adhatmya, I'm always in bandha. What is bandhana? Struggling. Intellectual struggle, emotional struggle, struggle at the senses level, prana level, and at the body level. Continuous struggle is called samsara, leading to only again misery. Because any result we get, it is going to end. Again, we are back to square one. है ना? One who has got plenty of riches, wealth, that 10 generation के लिए काफी है पैसा. And the other fellow, if he doesn't work that day, that he will not get even bhojana also. उस दिन लेबर काम नहीं है तो खाना भी नहीं है ना. Our pursuit of worldly vishayas is like this laborer working continuously. Any day he doesn't work, he won't get even food to eat. And the spiritual evolution is like that multi-millionaire rich man that is permanently blissful and permanently free from all problems because you have so much money. So too, the one who realizes self is eternally blissful, permanently liberated. शाश्वत सुख और नित्य मुक्ति. नित्य शुद्ध बुद्ध मुक्त स्वरूपाय नमः. As we chant. So परमात्मा ज्ञान से नित्य सुख प्राप्ति और मोक्ष की प्राप्ति. Okay. Opposite of it is what? If I don't realize my essential self as a jiva with the upadhis, I am nitya dukhi, struggling, and between two dukkhas, that relaxation I call it as sukha. So too bandhana. है ना? The bandhana, the desha bandhana is I am limited to one place. Kala bandhana is only for this long I will live, then I will die. Vastu bandhana is only this body is me. When this body is happy or healthy, I am healthy. This is called as desha kala vastu bandhana. We are all bound by that. The self is beyond desha kala vastu. Therefore, nothing can bind it. Realize that self in our own heart through deep inner meditation, preceded by all disciplines of all sadhanas at every level to qualify us for that inner journey. ये सारा में ड्यूटी मानकर करना है. सर्वधर्मान ड्यूटीज परित्यज्य मामेकम शरणम व्रज. द हाईएस्ट ड्यूटी you do it. Bhagavan said that only as last thought. Let us chant the mantra then. Om eko vashi nishkriyanam bahunam ekam bijam bahudaya karoti. तमात्मस्थं येनु पश्यन्ति धीराः तेषां सुखं शाश्वतन्नेतरेषाम्. Again, एको वशी निष्क्रियाणां बहूनाम् एकं बीजं बहुधा यः करोति. तमात्मस्थं येनु पश्यन्ति धीराः तेषां सुखं शाश्वतं नेतरेषाम्. एक और बात. एको वशी निष्क्रियाणां बहूनाम् एकं बीजं बहुधा यः करोति. तमात्मस्थं येनु पश्यन्ति धीराः तेषां सुखं शाश्वतं नेतरेषाम्. Again, एको वशी निष्क्रियाणां बहूनाम् एकं बीजं बहुधा यः करोति. तमात्मस्थं येनु पश्यन्ति धीराः तेषां सुखं शाश्वतं नेतरेषाम्. Chant 10 times, then you will get it by heart ho jayega. Then feel the meaning of every word, feel the meaning of every sentence, feel the meaning of the total shloka, and draw from it the inspiration, having understood the goal and the means that are indicated. Understand the goal, understand the means, draw the inspiration. That is how the Shastras have to be studied and utilized. Okay, now two things. One, the literal meaning of every word. Two, then with the Bhashyam. And all that is about that Paramatma Tattva. He is Ekaha. He is one without second. Ekameva Advitiyam. There are no two Paramatmas. Okay, right? By now we can say that we have risen above the nonsense of saying that there are so many devatas and they fight with each other and all. वो तो बच्चों का है. Parabrahma is one only. Ishvara is one only. He can express in million ways by his choice, and he can come as per your choice also if we deserve through our upasanas for our needs. But वो तो है ही एक. You may invoke him as Rama, you may invoke him as Shiva, somebody as Krishna. He will come as Rama, Shiva, Krishna to all of us. But he is one only. That doubt should go away. About so many gods cannot be ना. अगर है तो वही लड़कर एक बचेगा ना. हमें लड़ने की जरूरत नहीं. There's a bewakufi of the human intellects, misguided by the so-called spiritual teachers, that they say there are so many devatas. और उनके देवता वो है, हमारे ये हैं, वो हमारे देवता को नहीं मानते, हम उनके देवता को नहीं मानेंगे. Therefore, उठाओ तलवार, काट डालो, मार डालो. किसको मारोगे रे बाबा? अंदर का अज्ञान इज द शत्रु, मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग शत्रु. दे हैव टू बी एलिमिनेटेड. Not there is outer somebody that he worships that God, not my God, so I'll kill him or I'll convert him with all the wretched paddhatis. What's a third class mentality? There's such a pure family of Hindus remembering the Lord, doing their upasanas, cunningly go and convert, and there is chaos in the entire family. See that because of these Christian missionaries, how many crores of Hindu families are destroyed and disturbed. तो ये कन्वर्ट हो गया, अब दूसरे दुखी है, वो टेम्पल नहीं आता और वो भी भगवान का नाम नहीं लेता, पूजा में नहीं बैठता, प्रसाद नहीं लेता. इमेजिन हाउ मच पेन दोस फैमिलीज मस्ट हैव गॉन थ्रू. मेरे को ये देख कर ना इतना आई फील लाइक सो मच somebody should tell them stop that nonsense. We don't go and do that, है ना, cunningly with all the cruel crooked cunning methods, the funniest ways as they do in the villages and all. You understand? है ना, गाड़ी रुक गई, नहीं चल रहा है. That father, that stupid fellow also is there in that. He tells, अच्छा रुक गई गाड़ी तो ले लो भगवान का नाम, जय श्री राम. He only said, the गाड़ी won't stop, won't start. Say Jai Krishna, Jai Hanuman. No God's name made the vehicle move. Okay, try करते हैं. Take the name of that their God. The moment they took the name of the God, the गाड़ी started. Why? Because that fellow चाबी घुमाया उस समय. देखा our God is better than you, then convert. What nonsense it is. Bring your Ganapati. I'll bring my stupid thing, whatever. Put your Ganapati in the water. He is drowned because he's made up of the stone. And my God I will put. He's not drowned because it is made of wood. Therefore, your God drowned. How can he help you? My God is तैर रहे हैं इसलिए वो help करे. These sort of wretched things they use to destroy the faith of people. And मूर्ख लोग ही convert होते हैं वैसे तो. इसलिए how systematically ना, one group of people came and destroyed all our universities, killed all brahmanas. The other group came and used all these cunning methods and destroyed our faiths. Otherwise, the glory of Hinduism, Sanatan Dharma, with its highest level of Upanishad Jnana to the smallest level of doing the duties and loving the entire creation, unparalleled, glorious. All those people अपना अपना सब छोड़कर सब हिंदू बनना चाहिए. By the way, actually that is the way that will happen because truth alone prevails ultimately. I'm just telling that how they are doing. No, I am telling all this with the authority of the Upanishadic Jnanam. We will not do all that nonsense. हम तो कहेंगे in any form you can worship. We don't convert you. If you want to study Gita Upanishads and become a better person of your own religion, isn't it? That freedom in the intellect. I just gave you all those examples only to show how the world has such type of corrupt people who disturb. If that thought is removed by from them, like the Jains are there, the Buddhists, they won't do all this nonsense. So we have so comfort with them. But the other two fellows, how much we get disturbed, you see, as Hindus. And they are disturbed not because we are doing it. हम तो कुछ कर ही नहीं रहे. For them to get disturbed, are we converting any time of anybody? Are we breaking any of their spiritual play? हम नहीं कर रहे हैं ना. वो अंदर ही disturbed है. And हमें भी कर. We have to be very careful. उसका स्थान अपना है, इसका स्थान अपना है. So the final thought is ekaha. The Brahman is one without second. Isn't it? Ekaha. Paramatma is. Isn't it? So you may ask then, एक है तो फिर वो लोग भी कह रहे हैं ना, why can't we get it? Why? What is the need? When I am born here, when I am fully convinced about it, why should I go? If I go there, from there also I'll go somewhere. फिर भटकते रहूंगा मैं. मुझे जरूरत नहीं है. In our Sanatana Dharma, after going through all this, again, how can there be any question or doubt? When you know your mother is your mother, why you say that, okay, leave your mother and take other woman as a mother? Buddhu hai. Ekaha. This is the answer, and now one is the reality. Second one is Vashi. Vashi. Vashi means keeps everything in their Vasha, in his Vasha. Of whom he is in keeping the things in control? Nishkriyanam Bahunam. Nishkriyanam is such a word. Shruti Mata used. Very interesting it is. है ना. मुझे तो हंसी आती है. निष्क्रियाणाम बहुनाम. Here the bahu are the jivas, and adjective given to the jiva is nishkriya. है ना. The serious meaning of the niskriyatva of the jivas is that if that pure conscious Paramatma is not there, their existence itself is not possible. What to talk about their kriyas? This is the serious meaning. The humorous meaning is what? Nishkriyana bhavana, nikamme jiva. कुछ करते ही नहीं साधना. They take bhoga as the duty and not the yoga. You know, that is also meaning. Niskriyanam bahunam. Nikamme, kuch karte hi nahi. And Vashi, the Lord keeps them in control. Therefore, as per their performance, non-performance, they are shifted from one yoni to the other. Highly performed, greatly performed, with all satoguna, send him to the Swargadi Lok. Not at all performing, just eating, sleeping. So make him a python. Khayega, soega bas. That's the meaning of Sarva Nishkriyanam Bahunam Vashi. Second word meaning we have said. Ekaha is one sentence. Nishkriyanam Bahunam Vashi is the second one. Third one is what? Ekam Bijam Bahuda Yaha Karoti. One Bijam, the Maya Shakti, and Bahuda Karoti, by bringing through his Sankalpa the imbalance in it, makes that one homogeneous Maya first of all into one Shakti into three, the Tamo, Rajo and Sattva Guna. And with that Bahudha Karoti, Bahuprakarai Karoti. And the first thing he does with the three gunas is Rajas creation, Sattva maintenance, and Tamas destruction. Then during the Sattva Guna activity of the sustenance, Bahuda Karoti, you can see the whole universe in front of our eyes. How much of performance is going on in that. Ekam Bijam Bahuda Karoti me, the meaning is he creates the creation in bigger different ways, and all the things that have to happen in them, he sees to that they are all happening. You can talk it from the highest level of, as we said, even the galaxies are formed wholesale mein and destroyed also wholesale mein, along with the retail things that are happening within it. When we talk about galaxies only, what to say about the solar systems, the earths, on the earth, the beings, the human beings. है ना? इस बड़े ओशन में इतने लाखों करोड़ों वेव्स कम एंड गो. What to talk about small little ripples and bubbles in that ocean of consciousness? All these waves of worlds rise and set. That's it. That's it. Nothing great about it. And he does it. Ekam bijam bahuda yah karoti. This is the Paramatma Tattva. Tam, that Paramatma Tattva, Atmastham, in their own self as their own self. Ye anupashyanti, who are able to visualize. Dhiraha, they are called as the real Dhira Purushas. Tesham, to them only, Sukham Shashvatam, the permanent Sukha, na itaresham, never for anybody else. Others can achieve anything, but they won't have the Shashvata Sukha. So, little familiarity of this shloka we got today. Tomorrow, next step of study we do. Then we study also the mantra with the Bhashyam and feel it, okay, what's conveyed by that great Rishi, the Shwethashwathara Rishi. And see, according to that gained inspired knowledge, can we mold ourselves and become spiritual and do sadhana as a duty. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamadaha Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you friends for your patience. God bless. गीता पढ़ना है तो आइएगा.